Today we will start with kinematics. Kinematics is a branch of mechanics where we study motion of a point or a particle and we describe the motion without describing what causes the motion. So, when we study kinematics, we do not go in the details of what is causing the motion, but we just analyze the motion. But before we start with kinematics, let us look at some basic mathematical concepts. You will realize that while studying physics, we do need the help of mathematics, and the mathematical concepts which we will talk about, you will study details about them in maths, but here we will introduce some of the concepts as and when we need them. So, we are talking of motion of a point, and we will restrict our discussion to planar motion. That means a particle is moving in a plane. So, here to describe the position of a point, we use what we call as a coordinate system. And what we do is, we take two mutually perpendicular directions, let us say one of them is x, the other is y. So, we call them the two Cartesian axes, and they are x and y, and these axes are mutually perpendicular. That means, they are at an angle of 90 degrees to each other. Now, the intersection of these is called the origin, represented by O. Any point P which is at a location here is described by what we call as the coordinates of these points x and y. And what we mean by x is that if we look at the x distance, the amount of distance this point is from the origin along the x axis, that is given by x, and the distance the point is along the y axis is given by y. So, x comma y are called the coordinates of the point P. So, let us write this: the position P of a point is given by the coordinates x comma y. Now, clearly as the point P moves, that means it is moving along some path, then the values of x and y will change, and this is the analysis of this is what we will do when we talk of kinematics. Now, there is another term which we define. This is the point P. If we draw a line segment from O to P, then this O to P, which is a directed line segment from origin to the position of P, this OP is what we call as the position vector. Now, this is a